Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new episode on this channel. Today we are reacting to Decoy, right? He's the OG in this video. More specifically, he's gonna be talking about the new Nick Shirley situation. Now, just a quick fucking overview, I guess, of who Nick Shirley is. He got very popular doing like exposing the fraud, right, with all the daycare centers and stuff like that, and everybody was calling him a creep. Fucking, I'm not a creep. Well, I mean, I don't know, bro. It might be some gang. I don't know. Nah, I'm just joking, right? Everybody's calling him a creep because he was asking to see the kids and stuff like that, because all these daycare centers were basically running fraud, right? Like they were scamming people, well, scamming the government, saying that they have like 100 kids and shit like that, when in reality they didn't have anyone, right? Now, apparently he's done a new investigation. I have not seen his investigation. So yeah, I'm curious to see what this investigation is all about. Now, if I was to guess, probably about some other scam, given that that's what made him popular. But yeah, man, we'll let Decoy explain to us everything that we need to know. But yeah, man, let's just get straight into it. Okay.
Nick Shirley has set his sights on fraud in California. It's
Right.
strangely surrounded by luxury vehicles.
Damn, bro, he's driving a dumpster.
Set his
Sheesh.
sights on fraud in California. It's
Now that's a cool ass dumpster, bro. I never seen a Mac Green dumpster
strangely
before.
surrounded by luxury vehicles. And as his investigation goes viral again, self-proclaimed illiterate Governor Newsom attempts to frame discovering the
Bruh. What the fuck? But yeah, see what I mean? Like, these people are like defrauding the government, and then the government that takes the side of these like illegal immigrants and shit like that defraud the government, called this guy a weirdo, right? When in reality, all he wanted to do is just, wanted to see that the daycare is actually legit. Like,
fraud as creepy. The Democrats desperately tried to claim the same thing in Minnesota, and it didn't work. But in California, it's much worse, as over there the kids were missing or simply never existed. But after what Nick discovered here, people need to go to prison over this.
So this is the location of the daycare. It's in the middle of this shopping plaza. A lot of the buildings are closed down or boarded up. There's actually somebody sleeping here right now. Hello?
bro.
You all right? Yeah. And so there is a homeless man who's sleeping right next to the daycare. He's sleeping right here, and the daycare is right there. They are enrolling right now. It says Medina Learning Center is now enrolling. So let's see if little Joey can leer a little bit. Here, do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey? Yes, we'd like to enroll little Joey in the daycare.
The UMI Learning Center was convicted in federal court in 2024 of having 150 ghost kids.
It's
Yikes, bro. Where do they find so many ghost kids, bro? God
Almost
damn.
like these blue states are completely complacent with this occurring. The problem being, it's the kids that are involved.
This right here is Hayden Sarah Family Childcare. This is a daycare right here. Apparently they have 14 children enrolled.
According to state records, when inspectors arrived here, there were 14 kids enrolled but 0 present.
Hello?
This looks like a normal ass house, bro. What the
I was
fuck?
naked, okay?
No, you weren't.
I can sue you. I was like, I wasn't dressed. I'm Muslim.
Either way, can we enroll a child into the daycare?
You don't know what is going on.
Well, it says there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California. It says there's 14 children enrolled here.
Well. Who would have funk, bro? It's just a normal ass house.
I do care. Then where are the children? Where are the children at? Where are the children at? Where are the children at, ma'am? All right, so what she's doing is she's making a video right now. She's gonna send it out all to all the other daycares. But at the end of the day, enrolled for 14 children, no children here.
And no matter
It's just a normal ass house, bro.
what's actually happening here, somebody needs to
Sorry,
go to prison
go
over
mouse
this.
cursor.
Where, best case,
I
there's
just have it
just
on
more
standby in case you put something up here again, so I can move the webcam now.
Somalian fraud except on the West Coast. Worst
Right.
case, the kids are actually there, and she's just casually undressed and angry somebody would disturb her during work hours. And the sad fact
I'm
that
sorry,
she's
what?
upset since Nick is visiting San Diego after Minneapolis makes me believe she's enacting the same exact fraud they were, as they had to visit several daycare centers in San Diego before encountering any actual kids. But when they did, it was somehow worse.
So
Oh
this
no.
is the
What the fuck do you mean it was somehow worse, bro? It was just their kids or what? Or like family kids?
first child we've ever encountered at one of these daycares. There's 2 kids out here right now, and we're gonna see if we can talk to. Can we talk to the adult?
He is not here.
Not here.
Bruh.
So you guys all by yourself. No one's here.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
so you guys are all by yourself.
Can see by myself.
Yeah. Okay, that's concerning.
People need to go to prison over this. I'll keep
Yeah, why the fuck are you leaving the kids alone, man? And hold on,
Okay,
let's
so
see.
you guys are all by yourself.
Is that? I don't think that in any garden, like,
By myself.
Yeah. Okay, that's concerning.
hold on, because he
We can
moved the
talk
camera a
to-
little bit.
Can we talk?
No,
to the
this looks to
adult?
be just a normal ass apartment complex,
Not here.
Yeah.
So you guys all by yourself.
bro. What the fuck?
No one's here.
Yeah, this is just a normal ass apartment complex. Like anybody can walk down. Oh, I'll just show you my mouse so you guys can see. Anybody can walk up and down this stair, bro, and like they could go missing at any point, bro. This is fucked, bro. What the fuck is going on? And it's not like whatever, you know, if they're like 15, 16, you can say, well, whatever, bro. They're, you know, they're teenagers, right? They can look after themselves. You know, these guys look like they're fucking, well, I don't know, maybe 8 years old, 9 years old. I don't know. They're still playing with fucking toys, right? So clearly they're not of like, you know, an age where they can think for themselves and, you know, they can. And plus, you know, if he was a teenager, he probably wouldn't even be outside. Like he'll be on the Xbox, right? No, I'm joking. But like realistically, right? He wouldn't just sit here, right? Where, you know, anybody can come in and interact with him. He'll probably just sit in the house, right? Like to keep himself safe, right? This is fucked up, bro. This is not right.
No one's here.
People need to go to prison over this. I'll keep
100%, bro. This is fucking. What was the law called in America? I think it's like something parent negligence or something like that. I think that's what it's called in America. Where, you know, basically you just like neglect your kids, right? Like this is clearly neglecting your kids. Like I don't care what anybody wants to say, bro. Even if he fucked off for 10 minutes and he came back, why the fuck are they not leaving them in the house? Like, you know, keep the kids in the house, not just here where they could, you know, at any point someone can come up to them and just kidnap them or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
every
this
clip,
is not
as
right.
it's not only endangerment, but taxpayer-funded endangerment, where somebody is getting rich over this, and if
Well, yeah, and then there's also the thing that this is supposed to be a daycare and there's fucking no one there, just 2 kids playing on their own, man.
you discover it, the Democrat Governor Newsom doesn't represent the kids. He seemingly suggests to over 4 million viewers that you're a PDF, which is far removed to when he believed in having
A free press isn't the enemy, it's the safeguard. Okay, what the fuck? Like, you say that and then you just call anybody that does actual investigations a weirdo. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? How is this guy fucking governor, bro? He needs to be fucking investigated as well, bro. Just taken off the team,
free
bro. Like, he
press
doesn't deserve to be a
safeguard
governor.
Americans. But at least
Fucking
Shirley
ass
might
weirdo.
actually sue Newsom in the state for defamation.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, what?
Americans. But at least Shirley might actually
Sue him personally and the state of California for defamation. You're doing the legitimate journalistic investigation, and he appears to be characterizing you as a PDF file about the worst thing you can call someone. And while the sitting governor, while the sitting governor sue him. Yeah, actually, fucking do it, bro. Like 100%, you gotta
sue
do this.
Newsom in the state for defamation.
Put your foot down. Like, don't let him like shit on you. You know what I mean?
And I really hope he does. Even knowing the settlement will again come out of my own tax dollars, I would still personally contribute to Nick's crowdfunding to sue the state of California. Now, it sounds counterintuitive, but next, Nick went to Los Angeles to find hospice care fraud, which everybody in the valley had long been suspicious of.
This place is just filled with hospice centers and home health care centers. You have one right here, 7-star home health care, and then up here you have Miracle Healing Hospice. In
Oh, yeah?
2023, they charged $1.3 million, and per beneficiary, it was $32,000. When we're knocking the door, no one's coming. You look inside the window, empty building.
Bruh,
We got-
what the fuck? Yikes, man. Absolutely
No
nothing in there. I mean, sure, you could probably, if you really want to, you can probably give them the benefit of the doubt that they moved to a different location. But if you want to think like that, then why the fuck is the address for the Miracle Healing Hospice? Why the fuck is it still at this address when there's absolutely fucking nothing inside?
It was $32,000. When we're knocking the door, no one's coming. You look inside the window, empty building. We got SX Home Healthcare. They're not open, so it's all right because you can go to Alpha Omega Ventana Hospice Inc.
Not only are these shell companies, these are shell buildings. It's like somebody took a motel building and turned it into 100 fraudulent organizations.
In certain parts of the city, you can't throw a rock without randomly finding a fraud center. And when Nick went to nearly every door finding nothing, then word got out that Nick was there. But seemingly nobody knows how to enroll a patient into government-funded medical care, but all of them know how to look out for journalists.
And a lot of these.
That's very interesting, isn't it?
Grandma.
For Dr. Oz?
Yeah, for Dr. Oz.
Yeah?
Yeah, for our grandma.
Yeah?
It'd be-
for grandma?
it'd be pretty
Take
good.
Dr. Oz to take his grandma and go to the other buildings and find the hospice. You know, this is stupid. You can record me.
Why can't I
It's
record
okay.
you?
You cannot.
Oh, okay. Well,
If you want to learn, I'll teach you how to get after the crooked people.
okay. Help us. We'd love for you to help us.
Then that guy went back and forth from admitting there was fraud to not knowing how the internet.
Well, actually, it is not.
That guy
But,
went
you
back
know.
and forth from admitting there was fraud to not knowing how the internet works, then telling everybody to not speak to Shirley. Then Nick proceeded to.
Well, there is some fraud around here, but yeah. Well, you know, we are doing an online documentary. What the fuck is the internet? I never heard of that shit before. That shit must be new, man.
Find an endless amount of empty healthcare
Oh my
facilities
God.
just like those.
These
all
guys can't
surrounded
even
by
lie for shit, bro. They can't save their ass even even when they're lying, bro, because they can't lie for shit.
more luxury vehicles than actual patients, and his independent journalism just found out how.
In fact, in LA, there's locations that will teach you how to open up your own hospice center. So I went there
Sick.
with a potential business partner to try and become a multi-millionaire in hospice. We're here outside the Hospice Consultants. We would like to start our own hospice
Sorry, my bad.
today. We're just two young men who want to become millionaires here. Are you guys the hospice consultants?
Yes.
Oh, can we talk to you guys?
About?
I want to open my hospice.
You want to open a hospice?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your name?
My name's Nick, but I want to open up a hospice.
I understand, but we don't take care of that.
Can I get some information?
Do you want a number?
Yeah, or give me a flyer or something. All right, so they say they're open right now. They won't let us into the lobby. We were denied service by the potential fraudsters, and as we were leaving, one of the fraudsters started to leave from the back in a $200,000 Maybach. And we have a Mercedes-Benz driving up.
Sick.
Where can we open a hospice at? We'd like to open up a hospice. Get a Maybach just like you. So this how I can get a Maybach by opening up my own hospice?
It sounds like
Bro, come on, man. This guy's not even trying to be chill about it, you know what I mean? Just keep it low key. Nah, bro. He's rocking in the Maybach.
Just like you. So this how I can get a Maybach?
Oh, look, these are the girls from the inside. Now they came
it
outside.
sounds like fraud in Los Angeles is so easy, they're now franchising it out to any idiot that wants in. And why not? Since if a citizen journalist looks into it, they'll be defended by California's idiot Governor Newsom, which is probably gonna backfire on him. As remember,
Yep.
when Nick Shirley originally exposed the fraud in Minnesota, Governor Walz tried to slam Shirley.
We've got conspiracy theorist right-wing YouTubers breaking into our daycares, demanding access to our children.
Only for it to end his campaign for re-election.
Yeah, that didn't age well, bro. It only took you like 2 weeks, I believe, like something like that. Before you said, yeah, you won't be running for governor again, and now you're getting legally fucked. Rightfully so, you deserve it. But yeah, that didn't age well.
Less than 2 weeks.
And I see we got another retard, like Team Wolves, that, you know, what was his name? The fucking Californian governor that was calling Nick Shelley a pedo. That will end up probably in the exact same place like Tim Walz, being investigated for fraud.
As Newscomb is repeating
Rightfully
the
so.
same stupid mistakes Walz did. Walz called it racist to notice Somalian fraud, and when Dr. Oz caught the same
There we
thing
go.
in Los Angeles, Newscomb originally said he was crazy.
Dr. Oz might have well be living in Oz when he went down attacking the Armenian community just a few days ago.
Before again
Oh,
citing
bro, you sound exactly like fucking Tim Walz, bro. You're gonna have the exact same fate, bro, and I can't wait to piss on your grave.
racism. But now even CBS News is finding the same exact thing, even calling California ground zero for hospice fraud,
Yo.
reporting how 42% of them have indicators of fraud, with that one part of the city surely
Bro, holy shit. Oh my god, it's not like fucking, I don't know, 10 dots or whatever. Nah, bro, this is, what the fuck? 500, nearly 500, Jesus Christ.
found
In one tiny area, if you think about it, right? Like, in the grand scheme of the whole map, like, this is tiny. A 3-mile radius, like, this is fucking nothing, bro. Holy shit.
has 500 hospices in a 3-mile radius, with 89 of them being in a single building, when multiple
No,
sources
fucking hell, 89 in one place, bro. God damn, bro.
one part of the
They
city
ain't
surely
even trying to
found
hide it.
has 500 hospices in a 3-mile radius, with 89 of them being in a single building, when multiple sources all point to fraud. And they don't have anything to counteract those claims other than crying racism. Makes me believe they're not just idiots, they're complicit idiots, which scares them as Vice President J.D. Vance is now America's fraud czar.
We saw evidence that in Minneapolis there were Somalis, primarily illegal immigrants, who were defrauding a Medicaid program that was meant to go to autistic children. So they were taking children who were supposed to get benefits, and they were claiming that their kids were actually autistic even though they weren't. And what did this mean? This meant two things. Number one, you had a lot of people getting rich off of the fraud while American citizens got poor. And the second thing that it meant is that you had autistic kids in Minneapolis, in suburban Minneapolis, who weren't getting benefits they needed because Somali fraudsters were literally stealing out of their pocket. That kind of fraud is one example of probably hundreds just within the state of Minneapolis, and then it's repeated and replayed all over the United States.
It's kind of
Exactly, bro. That's the issue, right? Like regardless whether the people that are pulling the fraud are illegal or legal, it doesn't fucking matter, right? Don't get stuck on that point. That means absolutely jack shit. At the end of the day, if they're pulling fraud and they're taking from the people of the United States, right? They gotta be fucking deported, right? Like exactly like I said, exactly like I said for Hassan, right? Like because he lives in America, but he's Turkish, right? It doesn't matter, like, you know, if he's there legally or not, right? As long as you're like defrauding the country and you're wishing harm on the country and you're trying to make the country worse for your gain benefit, then you gotta be fucking deported, right? Same with these like Somalis or whatever. Even, bro, here's the thing, even if they're Americans, right? Like, they might not be able to deport them because they're like, you know, they're Americans. They got raised and born there, right? But they can definitely throw the book at them for fraud, right? And the fact that they're letting this shit slide because, you know, oh my God, we gotta, you know, especially when it's like other nations like Somalis, for example, right? You know, they're all like, oh, we gotta, you know, we can't do anything about it because otherwise we'll look like we're racist and, you know, we don't, you know, we you know, it will look like we don't believe in everyone's rights and we don't believe in like wanting immigration and stuff like that. No, bro, like if you're thinking like that, that's fucked up. Like you're fucking yourself over. You know what I mean? Like this is what happened to UK, right? Like they were so nice to illegals and stuff like that. To illegal immigrants, you know, and bend the knee to them so much to the point where now they lost control, right? And basically the immigrants are running the country. You know, it's to a point where not even like British people can get healthcare anymore, you know, and that's like, bro, if you think about it, right? Like, I don't know, wherever you are from, right? I'm from Romania, right? And I live in Romania right now, right? But I would be pissed, right? And I know you guys will be as well, right? No matter where you're from. I don't care where you're from because it doesn't matter, right? The point still stands. If you were refused health right, medical health because of an immigrant, right? Like, it doesn't matter, legal or illegal, it doesn't matter, right? That means nothing. But you would be pissed, right? Because at the end of the day, you are a citizen. You were born, raised there. Like, that's, where you're from. Like, that's your nationality. That's where the fuck you were born at, right? And for you to be rejected as a citizen, right, as a fucking, born and raised Romanian, for in my case, right, to be rejected healthcare because there's some fucking Pakistani that just came here a week ago. He can't even speak Romanian, but he has priority because listen, we gotta be fair to everyone. That's the bullshit that is ruining countries. No one says, oh, if it's a Pakistani, came here legally, he can't get healthcare. But I'm saying he shouldn't be prioritized over the people over the actual Romanians, you know what I mean? Just like in America, right? In California, for example, right? People are losing, like, Americans are losing a lot of fucking money to these piece of shit companies, right? To these fake ass companies. And, it's fucking obvious these are fucking bullshit when, where we're at, 9:35. Where was it? Like, this is bullshit when the fucking building, it's
healthcare
empty.
Inside the window.
Like, is this how? This shit is empty, bro. This shit is fraud, no matter how you want to fucking look at it. And people, if you call this shit out, for some reason, people are so retarded in America. Not everybody, obviously, right? But a concerning amount of people are just so retarded to the point where you should have, look, bro, on the fucking door, it says Miracle Healing Hospice. And then the fucking building is empty. And they're like, oh, no, bro, you're just a fucking weirdo, bro. Oh, no, you got a problem, bro. Something is wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, how fucking retarded are some people? You know what I mean? To look at this and think, nah, bro, this guy Nick Shirley, bro, he's just doing it to cause drama, like he did in fucking Minnesota, Now he's coming to California to do the same shit. Well, bro, he's just showing you, like, look, door 222, and we're
knocking the door.
Door 222. The fucking window next to the door
coming.
is fucking empty. This house is empty, bro. Where is the hospice? Like, you know what I mean? And then that's what's pissing me off, right? Because here's the thing, right? You might be wondering, well, bro, you live in Romania. You just said you do. So why the fuck do you care? I care because this is an issue that, even though in Romania, right, it's not happening. I'm not saying it's not happening at all. I'm sure there is, but it's not happening at such a concerning scale, right? But this is a trend. And the problem is that if they see that they can get away with this shit, then they will force their hand and do the same shit in other places in the world, right? Well, that'll be UK, but, UK, I'm sorry, bro, but, UK needs someone to put their foot down and just say, you know what, stop this. We need to take care of our people first, and then take care of the immigrants. Because right now, bro, they're like I said. Then listen, I know that because I lived in UK for 10 years, right? And I have family still living in UK right now, right? And they're telling me how big of a struggle, like, it is to live in the UK, and how big of a problem it is because all of these UK, it's allowing illegal immigrants to fucking roam free, and the illegal immigrants have more benefits and more help from the government than legal immigrants and then fucking British people. That's the thing. Because you can say whatever about immigrants, right? At the end of the day, you came to this country, you're not priority number one, right? Priority number one in the case of UK is British people, right? But when even British people are complaining about the fact that they can't get health, like, they can't get any kind of health support, right? They go to the NHS, they go to the hospital, and they're put to wait there, and whatever fucking happens to them happens, you know what I mean? But because there's a fucking illegal immigrant, or who is feeling, he has a bit of a runny nose and a bit of a tummy ache, and he is priority number one. Well, what the fuck happened to British people? You know what I mean? Like, even British people are fed up with this shit. And it's not hard to see, like, don't believe me, look online, bro. Like, you can look at how many fucking videos you want, bro, and you will see the exact same shit, right? You can talk to actual British people and ask them their opinion on how UK is going right now, and they'll tell you exactly what the fuck I'm telling you. Illegal immigrants have a fucking I don't know how to describe it, man. They have this like fucking immunity, right? This priority queue is like they bought the battle pass type shit. You know what I mean? They get houses, they get all kinds of like financial support and all that stuff, right? And you know, they're apparently more important than fucking British people, right? Like born and raised British people. I'm not talking about immigrants that moved there and now became, you know, they changed their nationality or whatever the fuck, right, it's called, to be British, right? I'm talking about British people that were born and raised there. Like, they will tell you the exact same thing. It's a massive issue. And the problem is, they see that it works in America, then they'll go to UK, then they'll do the same thing. Then they'll go to another country. I don't know, fucking Germany. I don't know, for example, right? They'll go to Germany. They'll do the exact same thing. Then they'll, you know, and the more they do it, the easier it is for them to do it, because then they will use against all these retards that are in the government the peer pressure of, oh, well, what the fuck is, you know, what are you doing? How are you being so racist? Look, America is letting us, you know, open daycares, you know, and you're just being, you know, you're just being racist and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And just like stupid shit. And they'll force their way in to run the same scams everywhere in the world, basically, you know. And that's kind of their idea, basically, right? But you know, America being so big, it's in a way it's a big problem, right? And it's very easy for them to do it because every state has different rules, right? And every state has different governor and stuff like that. There isn't one guy just that leads everything, you know what I mean? He's just like, this is what's gonna happen no matter where the fuck you are in America. This is it, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's a weakness for them, and makes it a bit harder for them to keep this shit under control. But at the same time, it wouldn't be as hard if the people in charge would actually give a fuck about it, you know. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is fucked up. Like, I don't understand how people can defend this and look at, you know, the video from Nick Shirley and be like, oh, you know, he's just a weirdo, bro. He just, you know, he's just doing this to discriminate against other people, when he's showing you fucking plain and simple. Look, bro, door here, window here. Zoom in, it's fucking empty. Nah. But you know, he's just full of shit. And obviously, like I said, I know it's not everyone, but it's still fucking scary how many people look at this and, I don't know, bro. They just fucking retarded. I don't know how else to fucking call them. They're just fucking retards. But yeah, I don't know. Let's just go, man.
Just within the state of Minneapolis.
And the thing is, right? I don't know. This guy. Fuck. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Anyway, it doesn't matter, right? This guy, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he will do something about it. Maybe he won't, right? Like, again, you can't trust anything that the government says until there's actual proof. Like, until you see them actually do something about it. But at least he's talking about it. So, you know, it's like a 5% trust increase type shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, he's probably not gonna do it, but you know, at least he acknowledged this, so there might be a small chance he will do something about it. And I hope he does, right? Like, I don't have a problem with anyone, no matter whether you're, you know, raised and born there, or you're a foreigner, you know, a legal foreigner. That's the big thing. You gotta be here, you know, you gotta be in that country legally. If you're illegally, then, you know, you should be deported back to where you came from. But if you're legally, you know, if you live legally in that country, I don't have a problem with anybody, you know, opening a business or whatever, as long as it's not fraud, right? Because as long as, you know, it's a legit business, it's a net positive for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, everybody benefits from it. You know, whether that'll be like, you know, a fucking daycare center, and it's an actual daycare center, you know what I mean? You actually have kids, because then, you know, a lot of parents will benefit from the fact that, you know, there's a daycare they can take their kids to, you know, so they can go to work and, you know, get bread and all that shit, right? Or a shop or whatever. It doesn't matter, right? As long as it's actually legit, and you're not just doing it for the sake of scamming people, you know, or not necessarily people. Well, you are scamming people indirectly, but, you know, you're scamming the government directly, right? So as long as you're not scamming them, I don't have a problem with that. Like, nobody cares about that. Like, you know what I mean? No, I doubt there's too many people that, you know, apart from those weirdos, you know what I mean, that will have a problem with you having a genuine business, right? But the fact that, you know, the problem is that there are a lot of illegal businesses, and unfortunately, as a by proxy, the legal businesses are also suffering because they're run by immigrants, even though they're legal immigrants, right? But they will suffer because now they will look at even a normal like corner shop run by fucking Somali, right? Who all he wants to do is just make his bread legit, give you food and all that stuff, right? And now they'll look at it and be like, aren't you doing some shady shit though? And there's all these Somalis doing this shady shit. So now, we think that you are doing something, which again, it's not right. Like, that's not how we should go, right? Like, but it's just another, side effect that people don't talk about or really realize that it's not going to impact just the illegals and the fake businesses, in the long run, by letting these like shitty fake businesses run, but it will also affect actual and legit businesses, because I've seen with the Minnesota stuff, right? There were even a lot of like legit businesses complaining about Nick Shirley exposing the scams, right? But the thing is, yeah, sure, as a legit business, you might be like, oh yeah, sure, tell this guy to fuck off and just leave us alone, and it will stop everybody from bringing heat to you in the short term, but then it will fuck you over in the long term. Whereas if you let them do their thing and like eliminate these like fake businesses, then you can do your thing as a legit business and you won't be bothered anymore. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Let's just go on.
And then it's repeated and replayed all over the United States.
It's kind of funny how the Republicans will likely run Marco Rubio or J.D. Vance for president in 2028, and the Democrats might just have to scrape the bottom of the bucket and run Newsom. But 2 years before it, J.D. Vance might actually get to disintegrate Newsom's presidential ambitions preemptively. That is, if Newsom's own racism doesn't do him in first. But the best part about all of this is, all it took is a YouTuber with a cell phone camera to end the careers of not only their pick for vice president, but their next probable candidate for president. And if the two top Democrats can't
That's the
survive—
thing, bro. You know what I mean? Just a virgin out here with a phone, bro. He's just like exposing all these scams, man. And these guys are just fuming. Because, a lot of people, like, if for people wondering why the fuck would they even allow this, right? It's simple. They allowed this because they can get easy votes, right? If they let the scam go, then they guarantee that these people that are running the scams are gonna vote for them, right? For Gavin Newsom or something. So I think that's what his name was. I don't know, but yeah, because he's using these illegals and these people that run fraud. Is like, okay, listen, you vote for me and you can do your thing. You don't vote for me, then you have consequences. So that, the people that are running the illegal business are kind of put into a catch 22 type shit, right? Where they're forced to vote for this guy, or, their whole scheme is, one, it's over, and two, they suffer legal consequences for it, But yeah, and again, this is not a good thing. Like, he shouldn't be like that. I mean, people should be voted because they deserve to become the governor, the president, whatever the fuck, right? Not because, oh, he's letting me do some illegal shit, as long as I vote for him. Like, that's not how it should go. Look at UK, bro. This is what happened with UK, and look at where UK is now.
Have even the slightest amount of investigation from a citizen journalist like Nick Shirley, I somehow doubt anybody in their roster can survive any amount of scrutiny, as without mass social media censorship and non-stop media propaganda, the left doesn't stand a chance.
That's the thing, right? They're fucked. Like, at this point, they have pushed themselves into this corner where if they don't continue to allow this shit to happen, they're kind of just fucked, right? Like, people are just not gonna vote for them. But yeah, I don't know, man. This shit is fucked up, and it low-key kind of pissed me off, even though I'm not an American. Like, I have nothing to do with America, simply for the fact that, like I said, right, this is a problem that it will spread everywhere if it's not stomped out, right? But yeah, and the more it expands, the easier it is for them to do it in other places as well. But yeah, anyway, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. What your opinion is on this stuff. Like, I don't know. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? If you disagree with me, why do you disagree with me? I would like to know, why do you guys disagree with me? So you guys can so you guys can put it down in the comments. But anyway, as always, the playlist with everything that I've been reacting to will be here, and here will be a video that YouTube thinks you will love based on your watch history. But yeah, with that being said, I've been Antidota, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.